Welcome to the first episode of the new game in Rimworld. We're doing a pretty hard difficulty setting with randy random. We have these wonderful three guys that are joining. Remember that I am Italian, that's why I have this weird accent and I speak weird English as well. So these are our three colonists, Jackalope 2 and Tseiru. I don't know how to spell that. Let's see how is the surroundings. There's pretty much nothing in this seed. We have kind of middle desert with some mountains. There is almost no vegetation, very few animals. And let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get some agave and make some tequila out of it, because tequila is gonna be good for the colonists. Of course, I'm kidding, you cannot do tequila. Somebody should do a mod about that in Rimworld. So let's see what are the skills that these three have. Who is the best in shooting is Tezaru. So second one is To, let's give him the revolver, and Jackalope will get the knife. So we are set for the defenses. Now I'm getting all these items that we get when we crash land, and we need to find a suitable place to build up our base. Probably this one is good because there are some walls, it's pretty much in the middle of the screen of the map, and it is already half built, and we have a table there, so our pawns will be able to eat outstanding, because they get, as you should know already, a -3 happiness modifier when they eat without a table. This is particular for Rimworld. Let me build up a stockpiling zone, and let's fix it so that we get on the things that can get ruined as for being outside. Then we're gonna do another stockpiling zone for the dumping thing, so it's a dump zone, and we want there anything that we don't want inside. This is super important in the beginning, so everything is pretty much organized. Now the pawns, we will be working at bringing all the items inside. Very good. So our priority now is understanding what to give them to eat, since we have not a lot of animals, and those are going to be very, very dangerous for hunting, because the rhinops, or I will tell that in Italian, rinoceronti, get very angry when you shoot at them. And we have not a lot of wood, and we need wood for building up walls, for building up things, and to fuel the stove that we're gonna use for cooking. Now let me see around how much wood we have. Very, very plenty of it. At all we don't have. Oh, there are some battle loops there that would be good in the future for doing some chem fuel that we need to do the IAD device that we use for mines, but this is, it's gonna take a lot of time. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some crops, because that's the easy part. We choose this fertile ground here. Actually the darker one is better, but we are far away from it, so we're gonna do some rice, some corn, and some drugs plants. Let's do psychoid. No, we cannot, because we don't have enough skill for doing that, so we're gonna do some marijuana plants. I'm personally really against drugs in real life, but this is a game, so why shouldn't we get these? Very good. So let's see what kind of skills these guys have. So we're gonna give some priorities for contraction, for grow. Very good. We also have a husky. That's a good thing, because it's gonna help us. Guys are sleeping outside, so let's build up some beds for sleeping and one bed for medical. so that tomorrow morning they will be able to sleep where they should. And let's build up a simple research bench, because we are very unaware of any kind of technology, so it's very good if we get them. Okay, we got the beds, we got the medical bed. Guys are planting rice. Remember that rice is not very nutrient, so you want to have the corn as soon as you can, but corn requires more time, so I begin always with some rice so we can have it sooner, and then I switch or another crop. Alrighty, let's scout around to see what we can have. We need some wood for sure, because we need to build up some defenses. We are defenseless, and they're gonna hit hard very much, even if we don't have much wealth at this moment, but the guys cannot, you know, defend themselves at all. So let's build up a fueled stove so we can cook some simple meals for the guys. We got 155 of wood. That will end up pretty soon. Now we need a chair, otherwise they cannot sit to it. We have a chair. Now we can build up our meals reserve. I'm gonna do 10, no more, because we don't have a fridge yet. We don't have a refrigerated room. I will build it as soon as we have some electricity. But so far the priority is eating and is defending ourselves. I can see that there are some walls around, so building some wooden traps, not iron traps. Rimworld from I think 1.3 changes the material if you run out of it. We want wood, not iron. It costs a lot, the iron, and we need for other things, so I'm cancelling these. I'm gonna keep that because it's already built, but we want wooden ones. We have just 44 wood at the moment, so we need to chop more. Remember to chop your wood, not to cut it, otherwise the trees will not regrow. Here you go. Oh, we got the anima tree. We don't want the anima tree to be cut, otherwise everybody's going to be very upset about it. And I personally don't give ever a shit about the anima tree. I don't really care about it, but it's part of the game, so let's bear with it. Cargo pods. So we got some. We got a parka and a flow hat. I don't know what it is, but it's a good moment to manage the outfits. Remember to always put minimum 51% hit points for the clothes that your pawns will dress, so they will not get a negative impact. We have a slaver that is coming over, so I am pretty much against slavery myself in real life, so I never even used a slave in this game. I don't know how to handle it, but since this is gonna be super hard, let's see if there is a slave we can purchase and if he can help us out. Let's see what kind of expertise these guys have. This one is good in shooting, crafting, that's good. This one is good in melee and intellectual, and Hancock is good at social, so we don't, that's totally useless. Let's get the first one, 675 silver. Accept. Here we go. And I think we need, this guy needs a bed. It's really the first time I try something like that. I don't know if he's gonna sleep in the normal beds or it's gonna be different. Let's move out some of these rock chunks. Okay, now let's see what we can research, because we need the things. So what we want the sooner is to have the comms console or communication center, call it as you prefer, because we need to sell more things, and we will get some trade ships passing by. Let's build up some recreational stuff for our guys. The horseshoe pin is always the favorite of Rimworld pawns. So we have this slave that is good in some things that we saw before. I don't know where he's gonna sleep. Very good. The Husky is going around. Let's hope that he's gonna kill all our enemies when they attack us, because we don't have any kind of defenses at the moment. And here we go, somebody was sick there. Very good. Now, we can name our people and our camp, and I never gave a total amount this in my games, so I don't know why this time should be different. Alright, nothing happened yet, let's say danger wise, so let's give some priority on research for Jackalope, or Jackalope, I don't know how you spell it. Let's go around and get probably some more wood, because we need to build up those spike wooden defenses. As you can see, they don't have a lot of trees. We need to be able to tree sow sooner, otherwise we're gonna have a problem. Let's remove this as well, as usual. Very good. Jackalope is researching like there's no tomorrow, but as you can see, she's not very smart because the research is very, very slow. We need to start thinking about building up some bricks, creating some bricks, manufacture some bricks, probably is the right term. Very good. Some agave will help again, because we have now 31 packaged meals, but we don't have any fresh ones. So we need to get some of that food to fix it. Let's see now if they wake up. So we get now 800 of wood, and so we can build up some of these wooden traps. Not I wouldn't do that, not put it there, because otherwise I would step into it for sure. We do it on the square so we can move around with our pawns when they attack us, and let's hope that it's a good idea. Very good. Now let's build up a prison for the raiders that might come. We're gonna do a medical bed, and we're gonna do a normal bed here. So we also we have the first raid, guys. The Great Trosma. I hope it's one guy only. Let's see. It's one guy that is very fast, and he's got a club, or you call it club. I don't know. Write it in the comments. Let's move this here and try to use these wooden traps to kill him before he starts hitting us. Let's see if he gets baited. Not. But now he's gonna do it for sure. No, the dog. He's gonna go for the dog. Now we have to wait for the dog either to die or for the guy to get unconscious. Because if you shoot from here, you can be sure that you're gonna kill either another pawn or the dog. Alright, the dog did his job. Now let's put one bed into medical and capture the guy.